Hello everyone, it is me Dana from waitlisted.at.hogwarts, and today I am going to be doing the booktube newbie tag 2.0. I would like to do this tag because I am currently coming off of an impromptu one-year hiatus where I stopped making videos, but this tag seemed like a good way to get back into the groove of booktube. It has a lot of really fun questions about booktubing and your channel and video making and all of that, and it just seemed like fun and a good time to do this tag. This tag was created a few years ago by someone named Michael SD. It was quite a while ago, but if I can find the original video link, I will definitely be linking it in the description box below. Anyways, let's just jump into the questions because they seem like a lot of fun and I am ready to get started. Question 1 is, what genres would you like to see talked about more on booktube? I'm not sure if mine are more genres or more just like vibes of genres or what you would call it, but I would really like to see different kinds of historical fictions talked about on booktube. A lot of the time I'm really interested in reading historical fictions, but they can also be very focused on a romantic relationship, and I'm not always about that. So if we could have like some fun mystery historical fictions or adventure-y historical fictions, I'd be super into talking more about those. Another theme I would like to see represented in literature is the friendship bond between humans and animals, and that's something more like Aragon incorporates it. I can't really think of a lot of books that talk about it, so that's probably why it's not talked about much on booktube, but something like if you liked Aragon, which has a relationship between a human who raises a dragon, you would like this book and this book and this book. Again, this isn't really a genre, and it's probably not talked about a ton because there's not a lot of books that incorporate it, but I guess overall I would really just like to see literature starting to incorporate human and animal relationships more, because it is a bond that is very present in my life and I feel like it is not present in enough literature. Question 2 is, what do you feel like is the best way to make friends on booktube? I feel like everyone says the same answer for this, but it's probably because it's true, and that is just to comment on people's videos and engage with people's videos. That's the whole purpose of having a platform like this, is to engage with people, and the only way that YouTube really allows for that is through the comment section. Question 3 is, what do you like most about making videos? Honestly, I love coming up with the content that I'm gonna do. I really like to brainstorm and think of things to talk about and come up with original ideas, but I'm also just as happy to come up with my wrap-up ideas or my book discussion videos, because the whole reason for this channel is book discussions, so that's also really cool too. I just love discussing books. Question 4 is, what do you least like about making videos? For me, it's not necessarily the editing process, but more a specific experience that I have pretty much every time while I'm editing. I actually find the editing process to be pretty fun and enjoyable because, I don't know, I just get to see what I talked about. I don't know, it's cool. But this scenario is essentially when I have rambled for too long, so I try to cut out some of my rambliness, but then I make a point somewhere that I really want to keep, and then all of a sudden my video feels very choppy, and then I feel like I have to go refilm the video and then come back and start editing it again, and it just makes me really sad and stressed out and frustrated because I'm like, why didn't I just say what I wanted to say concisely when I filmed it the first time? And I don't end up refilming it, I just edit the best I can and put it online because I don't have time to refilm the video, but it's still a very frustrating part of the process. So it's not editing itself, it's more my frustration with my past self because I can't speak English fluently like a normal English speaking person. So that's probably my least favorite part about making videos. This one I might look down at my computer because there's a list of things in the question and I can't remember them all. What videos other than TBRs, tags, wrap-ups, reviews, and recommendations would you want to see more of? I really like when people are able to adapt a lot of different content into their channels. So they have their booktube channel, but for instance Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads will also talk about witchcraft on their channel, which I think is super cool. I would say reading vlogs, but there's a lot of those going on around the booktube community nowadays, so there's definitely enough to see and we definitely don't need more of them. However, you definitely should tell me if you're reading vlogging, reading vlogging? Question 6 is, what would you like to see more of or less of in books? I feel like I kind of answered this with question 1. I guess I kind of combined them, at least for the more of part, where I would like to see more animal-human friendships / bonds presented in literature. Another thing I want to see more of is books with heists, because I just think that is super cool. I'm thinking like Six of Crowsy. I love Six of Crows. Another one I really want to read is, what is it called? It's the one by Caleb Roehrig. and it has the drag queens who perform a jewelry heist, and it just sounds really cool. Definitely want to read that. But if you have any other recommendations, I definitely want to see more of those in books because I just love that trope. In terms of things I want to see less of, my mind just jumps to insta-love, which is probably the go-to for everyone, but I usually steer clear of those books because I'm just really over it. Question 7 is, what are some of your booktube goals? So for me, I definitely would like to post regularly. If I can do one video a week, I'd be really happy, although I'd also be happy with one video every other week because once I'm in college, it can be really hard to find time to edit and film. So I want to be kind to myself and not demand too much from myself because I'm a very busy person. Another goal I have for myself is to put closed captions on all my videos within a week of posting them. I'm trying to make my channel as accessible as possible, so that is definitely something I'm trying to do. However, again, college can be really busy, so if it takes more than a week, I'm just doing my best to make sure that it can get up as soon as possible so that my channel can be as accessible as possible. And I think my final goal is to integrate Taz more into my channel, which I'm already planning on doing, but I would like to do some vlogs with him and some of my reading vlogs kind of incorporated with daily life vlogs where I can show off what Taz is up to, because in the future I would really like to be able to look back on these videos and be like, oh my god, look how little young Taz was and look how young he looks and he's so old now, and I imagine myself doing that, and so it would be nice to have some vlogs so I could see some footage of when he had his young puppy energy that he very much has at the moment. Question 8 is, what advice would you give to a booktuber who just started their channel? And I think it's cliche, but like, be yourself and film what you want to film, but also less cliche. Don't be afraid to film content that is not booktube related. My more practical advice is pre-filming is your best friend. For someone who's busy like me, pre-filming makes it a lot easier because all you have to worry about is editing a video before posting it instead of getting ready to film and then filming and then editing and then posting. Also, do customized thumbnails. I know that's not something I heard of when I first started my channel, so I had really awkward pictures that would pop up as the face of my videos. So do custom thumbnails, they will also be your best friend. Pre-film, custom thumbnails. You're good to go in terms of practical advice. In terms of emotional, spiritual journey advice, be yourself. Create the content you want to create, and don't be afraid if that isn't just books. Wow, I really just summed up that question in like that 2 seconds. I could literally just integrate that little part into the film, but I'm not going to because future editing Dana wants to use as much as she filmed as she can. Question 9 is, what are some qualities or traits that you look for when it comes to watching other booktubers? For me, it tends to just be about how engaging they are. If I can sense they have like a genuine presence, I'm more likely to continue watching that person. And I also want them to have similar reading taste to me, although I'm definitely down to watch people who have different reading tastes from me. I tend to look at more young adult and maybe Victoria Schwab like adult books as well as middle grade because that's just the range that I read. However, I'm not opposed to booktubers who read adult books because I'm definitely trying to expand my reading taste into that genre as well. Question 10 is a fun one, but I actually don't know how to answer it because I feel like I'm an open book, but it is, what is a hobby besides reading or writing that people may not know about you? Okay, I'm trying to think of things that you wouldn't know. You obviously know I have dogs and that I love dogs because I talk about that every freaking second of the day. One thing that you may not know about me is that I am part of the tap dance club at my university. So I actually started taking tap dance classes while I've been in school. I started at the beginning of my sophomore year. I took a class, and then I was an understudy in a dance concert production thing, and I learned more tap through that. And then last year I took 2 tap dance classes and joined the tap dance club at my school. Tap dancing is super fun and I can do it. Question 11 is one that I'm probably not going to answer, and that is, who do you tag? Everyone I know has already done it, and so you don't have to do it again. I'm not going to put that pressure on you, so I'm not going to tag you. If you haven't done it, but you would like to because this seems like fun, oh my god, go ahead and do it, and then you can say I tagged you because I'm tagging you now. Yeah, I'm doing that. That is it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see any particular tags from me, go ahead and leave your suggestions in the comments down below. I will read through them and evaluate them and decide which ones look like fun and then do them. If you are not yet subscribed to me but would like to be, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can see when I'm posting new videos. I think that is it for this one, so I will see you soon with another video. Bye!